Beso. Can I get a beso? Hello friends, we're back for another DPL content. Today we're checking out the semis of season 10. So we got the Scovillains versus the Draft Dodgers. So a rematch. We did get smacked around the first time we played. I think it was 6-2. Was it 6-2? Yeah, we got dominated, and I was really concerned about that because, like, I don't know how much of that changed in mids, right? No, I think that was after mids actually. I think that was like week 4. But anyway, it was concerning because it seemed that might be the same thing that's gonna happen this week. Preferably, I think our chances versus the big dogs and Guardians would have been significantly better. We dominated the Guardians. The big dogs was able to like beat us through hacks. So from a matchup perspective, I thought our chances were better against either of those teams. So in my head, we beat the SCO. We're probably champions, right? Like, it's in our favor, put it that way. So without further ado, let's check out the first game. We got Agent C versus Killer. So this is a hero versus civilian game. Yeah, let's check it out. Okay, so we lead Iron Treads on the Gliscor. We switch out to Iron Bundle. I didn't really understand this play because, like, if anything, you're threatening Gliscor out, right? Ice Spinner. You could also knock off predicting a switch. There's no reason for you to switch out, but you know, Killer with the big balls just goes for the EQ. Take some chip, activates the Toxic Orb. Wanna switch out on the potential ice move, flip turn, get a little momentum. Iron Threads is back in, goes for EQ, switches out again, and now Killer is probably convinced that we don't have Ice Spinner because why would you switch out 2 times in a row, right? So it's a bad habit of like revealing without revealing your shit. Rocks up, goes for a protect. I guess wants to scout if it's choice locked or not. I guess we reveal here that we're not. A little freeze dry on the Hitmontop. No fake out, additional chip, or maybe a Mach Punch there. But he wants to get something heavier. Maybe go for a knockoff here. No. Triple Axle. Gonna do some significant chip, but I don't know. Do we not have a Helmet Mon here? Goes for another Triple Axle and takes out the Moltres. I can see we might be predicting for like a knockoff there, but then again, what do we think about this? Is this AV or maybe scarfed? Who knows, right? Who knows? Threads in, wants to switch out, so preserve a little HP. We go for a Heavy Slam, take a good chunk, but Gliscor here still wants to respect the potential Ice Spinner. We reveal 3 moves now, so it's probably not Ice Spinner, right? The next move is, I don't know, maybe knockoff or something. So we go for the spin, get the hazards out. We take good chip. That's a lot of chip. Switch to the G King, take the EQ. Like, we are getting smacked around this game. Like, we are getting smacked. We decide to sack the Threads. He is up 6v4. We go U-turn on the bro, bring up Empo on the reception, and now we reveal the tech. Vacuum Wave on the Veil. So this is gonna be, I think this is, what do you call that item? Light Clay. So we're gonna get like 7 turns of screens here. We go for a taunt on the Zarude, but he just goes for the attack. Does nothing basically. We go flip turn into one of our main attackers. Gets a knockoff, doesn't really do much damage. Gliscor in on the Chili. I mean, guys, we're wasting a lot of turns just floundering about. Like, let's set up and do some shit, you know? U-turn does not break the sub. Maybe we can get a little bulk up here. Yes, very good. Still behind the sub. That's gonna break the sub. But we just go for the attack. No, we sub again. Okay, it doesn't break. That's fine, I guess. And now he's +2. He's gonna outspeed. Can we take him out in one shot though? Probably not, right? Trailblaze again. Fall short, but we can finish him off with the EQ. Get our first kill on the board. Cinder in. Forces us to switch out. Quick attack. Nice tech. Very good tech. Empo in on the next chilling reception. We are trying to get, I guess at this point, Iron Bundle doesn't have enough HP for the vacuum, so we can't do another chili or another veil. We just go raw CM, flip turn into the Lati. Are we just gonna trade here? He's gonna Draco. No, not even a Draco, just light screen. Play it safe. Very disciplined approach. We go for the Yan, predicting like a setup, I guess. Finally, an Ice Beam comes out. EQ on the G-King. Double Edge is gonna take out the G-King. Dude, Cinder is so good. Like, having access to like stab, double edge, and quick attack. Amazing mon. Double edge on the CM. Yikes. That's all I'm gonna say. Yikes. T-Bolt. I mean, I guess you were gonna read like a clap there. But is Cinder even like choice? Is that what's going on? It's choice? Maybe. Draco takes out the Bolt, and it does look like we're gonna lose this game. Dude, it was surprising. Like, I did not expect Agency to get smacked around this bad. Like, this was terrible, right? Now, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek, you know, like that's why you watch this video, right? That's why you watch the dashing content. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. So, a few minutes before the actual game, I was with the Agency and I was watching one of his mocks, and I was semi-commentating his mocks, right? And I said something like, you can just heavy slam here, but he didn't heavy slam. And I was asking him, yo, why didn't you heavy slam there? And he said, oh, I don't have heavy slam. I have like ice spinner. And he's like, and I'm like, oh, I see. Because I'm like thinking, heavy slam does really good damage through all the mons. Although the mock didn't have Hitmon top, it had what do you have, a patch around. So he was like, oh, you think I should bring heavy slam? I'm like, it is really good in the matchup, but I don't know, dude. You know, being good in mons is very dependent on instinct, right? Like, me personally, I would say I have like decent instinct. I don't have like god tier, you know, superhero instinct. So like, a lot of the instinct is based on the prep, and Agency had a lot of mocks, and I don't know, because of that conversation, he removed Ice Spinner and put, you know, Heavy Slam instead. But here's the thing, in my opinion, right? What you do here, you see the Gliscor. What you wanna do is you wanna knock off turn 1, right? Because he either switches, he either protects, or he gets the item knocked off, right? That's basically what's gonna happen. So had you knocked off there, you remove the orb, and now suddenly it's not a pain in the ass, right? It's revealed later on the Gliscor does not have Roost. So had you knocked off turn 1, no means of recovery, you could just chip it out with, a couple of heavy slams. But knowing this, I don't know why we tried to get cute switching out turn 1, right? That made no sense to me. So I guess it's also one of those things where you don't want to change anything last minute. Whatever works is working, right? And to be fair, he did own up to it. I fucked up, guys. It is what it is. Let's move on. So, let's move on. But in my opinion, this was a huge blunder. Unbelievable, I'm gonna need to get one of the Indians to.
You just made a blunder. Literally, you just made a blunder.
It's tough. So next up we got, who is this? Benny Bowl versus Sin of Wrath. So I don't get to see any Sin games usually, but yeah, we're gonna see a Sin game. So Benny Bowl recently promoted to Sidekick, now taking on Sin of Wrath, one of the baby Pokemons in the community. So let's see how it went. So lead Hydrapple on the mask, switch to Scarm, maybe predicting the ice move on a Helmetmon, probably. We trick it, and yeah, we give it a Scarf for the helmet. Set up T-Spikes. Ooh, that's gonna be juicy. That's gonna be juicy if you don't have any boots on the Mons. But yeah, Vikavolt in on the second spike. Chomp gets poisoned. Oh, that's gonna be in range of 2 shots, right? Sets up rocks on the Bug Buzz. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Take some good chips. Stone Age gonna connect on another Bug Buzz. We are up 5-1, but big hazard advantage. Terapagos revealed to be Boots. Mandibuzz in. It is worth defogging here. Take the Terrastar Storm. We get the Toxic first. Okay, so no one is safe basically. We get a Roost. I don't know if we should have defogged that turn or not, but yeah, time will tell, I guess. Icicle Crash pops the balloon, and it's kinda telling, this sequence, a very common sequence I've noticed in this season is Weavile in, switch in the Tink, and steal whatever item it has, right? On a knockoff or yeah, probably just knockoff. Steal the potential boots and whatnot. Terapagos in on the Tink, forces the switch to Mandy. Good double by Sin. And we just sack the Vikavolt. No need to complicate the game. Keldeo in. Someone is gonna take a secret sword here, and no one particularly wants to take that. Hydrapple gonna be the sacrificial lamb. 34. Good damage. Terra Fairy, but good bait by Benny Bowl. Switches to the Mandy. Earth Power whiffs. We get a free defog here. Yes, very good. And that's why Benny Bowl is the bowl. No spares, only strikes. Foul play on the Scarm, potential switch there, but Benny happy to just stay in. Weavile in, Icicle Crash, gonna chip the Tink a bit. Tink goes for the hammer, procs another weak armor. I guess maybe someone in the Scovillain team can comment. Why are we weak armor on Scarm? Are we trying to get chip on a mon with Brave Bird? Maybe that's the thing, right? You're still walling the physical attackers even with minus defense, so it's not significant. And yeah, maybe that's what's going on there. So Volt switch on the Meow, Hydrapple gonna come in. Switch to the Scarm, T-Spikes. Ooh, we do not care. Actually, I guess that's good, right? If he goes for like that Fairy Terra Blast, we still live and we get the Spike out. We can just U-turn the next turn. But I wonder if the Scarm came in predicting the U-turn there. But we get a little more shit out of it, setting the T-Spikes. Doing amazing chip on the Scarm because of that weak armor. Scarm decides to, you know, I don't want to just sack it. Let me bring up Rotom here. As we go for a U-turn, maintain momentum. Like, Benny is playing this perfectly, if I'm being honest. Like, he is smoking Sin. Our baby is not ready for this stage of the game. Tricks the choice. Gets boots. Rotom gets a toxic though, so that's on a timer. Volt switch. Bring out the Weavile. Think in. That's fine. Maybe one more switch in left, right? Or maybe this is the last switch in. Set rocks. You're forcing Terrap to come in and spin it away. That might be what happens next. Otherwise, you're gonna be chipped more. Icicle Shard or Ice Shard takes out the Meow. Keldeo in. Someone's gonna get smacked down. And it is gonna be the Scarm. Scarm down, 4v4. Hydrapple in, gets poisoned, flip turn. It's on a timer. Ting comes in knowing it can't really stay in on the Weavile anymore, but it gets insane value here. Insane value getting another free hit on one of the mons. Like, not really significant, but it's about maximizing what your mons can do, right? Like, Ting put in so much work this game, and you're gonna get a hammer, you know. Hit him with a hammer, do a nice 13%, plus the poison. Volt switch, not even gonna take it out. Do we have knockoff? No, we go Ice Hammer. Ice Hammer? Surely we have knockoff, right? Or maybe T-Wave. I guess T-Wave might be the last move. Wait, why did we have Ice Hammer? For Garchomp, I guess? Huh. You know what? I'm not the one playing. I'll let them cook. Let the bowl cook. Rapid Spin takes out the hazards, but the damage has been done, right? We defog it anyway. What's the harm? Think in, we sack it. We can bring out the Keldeo again. Take some good chip on anyone. But with Hydrapple in, Necrozma comes into play. Terra goes Photon Geisler. That's 34%. Leaf Storm does a huge chunk, but that is fine. We can just Moonlight. Dragon Tail, we still win that exchange. We can just foul play here. Do we have foul play? Yes, we do. 19%. Rotom, one move away, and because it's bulky, it gets outsped. Or maybe no, we got Trick Scarf. That's right. Keldeo in on the crash. Does 20. Goes for the knockoff. Willing to sack the Weavile here. It gets chipped. We go Surf. Interesting. Predicting the switch. Okay. The mons are dying though. Like, everything is low. Mandibuzz in on the Power Whip. I don't know about that. I don't know why we didn't just go for the Dragon move. There's no dragons anymore. I mean, it is a drag, you know, I don't know. I don't know why Power Whip came up. I think Sin might be trolling at that point, but it is what it is. Weavile in, gets the crash, not enough damage. We get the foul play. Wow, so even Scarf, we still got outsped by the Weavile. Yeah, the Buzz might have no investment at all if that's the case. Foul play in on the Terra Starstorm. This is gonna be a wrap. He's gonna die to poison or the Keldeo. Vacuum seals the deal. We are 1-1. Solid performance by Benny Bowl. Sin didn't really have a chance there. You know, he's not ready for this play, you know. Maybe you can take on like low civilians or immigrants, but not a solid sidekick like Benny Bowl. Next up, we have Young Money versus Thanos himself, the King L5. So, I didn't really get to see much of the matchups here. I guess L5 is expected to win just because of the major skill gap. So, Young Money is currently a sidekick. So, sidekick versus hero matchup. Let's check it out. Lead Reggie on the Zangoose. We SD. Sets up rocks. Poison Orb activates. We go Facade. Do a chunky 60%. But oh! We got destroyed by counter. Now, I was watching this game live earlier. And people were telling me, or people were saying, why didn't we just SD a second time? Like, you know, what would be the downside there, right? Fair question. I would say, as much as counter is good, is like a god tier bring here, I think superpower is just as likely to come, even more likely, right? So like if you're like in this case, if you had superpower in front of the Terak, right, it's way more useful than counter because you might not live the hit, you know, on an SD, right? He SDs your superpower. So like superpower probably kills, if not you die to the poison anyway. So like just a god tier bring by L5. And I don't know, maybe the mocks had Zangoose taking out 2 mons, so now we're kinda behind. Terak in SD, we should expect a T-wave here. Yes, that is definitely the correct play. We are prepared for that with the LUM. We go CC. Now, a question here is, why did we CC instead of just EQ? Like, I don't know. I think it has EQ. I haven't seen the set. I'm not sure about that, but I was thinking at this point, if we didn't EQ, was this supposed to bait the bat in a way that maybe Brave Bird killed at -1? Probably not, but worth thinking about. He goes U-turn, gets some good chip on the Nido. Stone Age takes 81%. That's a lot of damage. He goes Earth Power here, and at this point, there was a lot of criticism there, seeing as, why didn't we switch out? Like, Terak is, as L5 would say, our progress maker. We have Bronzong, like, what the fuck is Bronzong's role in all this, you know? What's he supposed to do? Oh, he's about to set rocks. Where's the fucking rocks? Where is it? You know? I don't understand this. I definitely don't understand this. Now, if I were to be fair, right? Let's say I'm being fair. It's not obviously wrong, because what if the Nidoking wasn't Scarf, right? And now suddenly you get 2 kills. And now suddenly, you know, maybe Crobat revenges it at that time, but you switch to Bronzong because you kinda walled the Crow anyway, you know? So like, in hindsight, it's obviously wrong, but I don't know, right? I don't know. Because it doesn't make sense, right? Why wouldn't you go Nidoking like straight up? I guess that's the bait. You're baiting, like, if it was Scarf, I would have gone to it instead of the Crobat anyway. Maybe that's the theory behind it. You know, I was baiting him. Or maybe we're confident Earth Power kills, right? Like, we're at -1, you know. even without the minus, I'm sure it kills. Defog removes the rocks. Gets a chunky Brave Bird. Gets Recoil, Glare, removed by Lum. Brave Bird misses as another Glare hits. Oh, I see. Okay, so there was talk about this turn, and people were saying that the miss didn't matter because you Brave Bird killed him too. But what actually happens there is, first of all, your Crobat is not paralyzed and it's still, at 20%. So you still have an additional sack, essentially, right? That's kind of the significant part there. So we kind of got hacks there. U-turn on the Bronzong on the Gyro Ball. Now at this point, I was thinking, like, yeah, what is this is late game Bronzong. Don't tell me we don't have shit for this. This is gonna be some kind of trick room, weakness policy. Just give me some shit. We need some shit. What's the idea behind it? Night Slash on the Serp, gonna Synth, another Night Slash. Like, are we just waiting for it to like not get crits? Another Synth, Brave Bird incoming. That's gonna take you out. Yeah. Bronzong in on the guard. It's gonna be Gyro. Yep, that's some good chip. Switch to the Hour Guard. Healing Wish, gonna bring back the Crobat, I guess. Like, I was thinking Nidoking, but I guess Crobat is enough, right? Like, I guess you just need Nidoking for one hit anyway, so it's not significant. Does it have like Super Fang maybe? No? We're just gonna keep U-turning. Night Slash is gonna do enough. Yep. Guard in. It's Mega Guard. Goes for the Hyper Voice. Takes out the... who's that? The Hunch Crow. And dies to Cross Poison. So, solid win by L5. But okay. A lot of shit went right there. The counter was godlike. The Brave Bird miss, the Nidoking bait on the Terrac, like, a lot of things went right there, right? Like, I would be interested to see how that would have played out had, Crobats was still there and you had like the 4v4 endgame. I don't know how, what would have changed there. Maybe we have secret tech. We have Tailwind Crobat, or I don't know. Maybe Money Guy's not really, the young Money is an old guy, so we don't have like the big brain creativity there. But yeah, it's gonna be 2-1 for the SCO. As we go to our fourth game, we got Gerbil versus Manny. Money. Civilian, but I think this is wrong. I think Gerbil is already Gerbil is a sidekick at this point. But yeah, versus Hero. Check it out. So this is one of the games I haven't seen yet. So we lead Gallade into the Scizor switch out first, so we go Taunt on the Croak. Fortunate Stone Age, very fortunate for us, but we take an EQ. The guy knows his shit. Gallade in, Zen on the Sylveon. Do we risk the Scarf? No, we do not. Hyper Voice on the Empo. Switches out to the Pex. Set rocks. Yes, very good, Derbil. Samurott in, sets T-Spikes. Ew, we go SD. Ooh! Okay, another turn 1 poison. Ceaseless Edge, 62. Get a spike there. Citrus Berry procs, we can just go ceaseless again. Put another spike there, you know, rack them up. Pex is stalling us, so maybe we want to switch out or just fuck it, let's get the third layer, right? Like maybe identifying he's not gonna have a defog mon. Empo in on the sludge, whiffs, but can we do something to the Pex though? Okay, so that is its whole move pool, right? It's just sludge bomb and T-spikes. That's kinda all it's gonna do. We are getting PP stalled, right? Maybe we speed it up. Like how many turns is this gonna be, bruh? You know. Okay, what happened there? So we finally realized we're not gonna win the war because PP advantage. We poison the Gallade. Someone is gonna take a Zen. It's gonna be the Sylveon sack. You know, very low risk there. We get the poison on Gallade. He's not gonna be here for long. Noivern comes in, probably just gonna defog. Yes, all that progress out the window. Scissor in on another rock set. Okay, so we get a little, you know, value there. Knock off. Do we get the flame body? No flame body. Toxapex in. Brave Bird. That's a little chip. But this is gonna wall the flame though. Sludge Bomb. Gets a roost. Another Sludge Bomb. We get the poison. Yeah, this is gonna be painful. Like, I don't think we can break this, you know. He can just Stone Age here. It's gonna take a good chunk from all the mons, yeah. Taunt, set up rocks, okay. I guess that would be the right play, right? The no-brain play, just set up your rocks. No need to think about it. Okay, we are chipping the Crook, you know. It's like, hey, we're giving you Talon, just take it. Okay, so he does decide to take it. Gallade in, someone's gonna take a CC. Bra. The 67. Do we sneak? We don't even sneak. We just lose to the Bullet Punch. Sam in, we just go ceaseless miss. Aquajet does not kill. I mean, we are getting a bit hacks this game. Like, to be fair, they did miss Stone Edge turn 1, which would have killed the Talon, right? But it is what it is. Dragon Dance, knock off the Charity, Bullet Punch. Woo, that crit though. Yo, you gotta stop with the hacks, bruh. Okay, Noivern in. Do we go another DD? No, we just Iron Head. Iron Head again. Crook in. Citrus activates. Iron Head. Okay, now we're gonna go for the flinch chance. Oh my god. Dragapult in, U-turn, incoming. No, we just Draco. Okay. Okay, Draco, Serp in. Do we U-turn? Yes, we U-turn. Get some good chip. Empo can just Ice Beam here, but he's gonna take a Leaf Storm. Yikes. Yikes. Why did we switch Dragapult there? I thought we had Ice Beam. We don't have enough damage. Oh, we're not physical. We're just... Oh no. Oh no. Yo, why didn't you just stay there and just throw some Ice Beams and then have Dragapult come in? Like, I think Gerbil misplayed that, right? I think he misplayed that because you could have just kept spamming Ice Beam there, keep it low, and then Flamethrower takes the kill, and then you can take out Pex. So I don't know the set. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could just keep shadow balling the Pex, right? And you were still healthy. So I think blundered. I think that was a blunder by Gerbil, right? But I don't know. I didn't see the chat. So what does that mean? It is currently 1-3 favor Sko. Damn. Our players are getting smacked down. Okay, so we have who's this? We have Backtrack and Hello. So yeah, this is a hero versus civilian game. Lead the Oxys on the Ogre, T-Wave, gonna cripple that Mon. Give a little Ivy Cutlet. Exchange hazards, double hazards here. We get to cripple the Mon, have a significant hazard advantage. Boots Tink comes in on the Great Tusk. Do we just headlong here or setup move? No, we just headlong, get the 62 damage. Sableye here can comfortably just recover this off as the Goldengo comes in. Reflect set, Tink in. Do we set up with gold? No, we just go for a chunky Shadow Ball. Rocks now even. Get another T-Wave on the Tink. Tusk in. Do we spin or do we predict the Sableye? No, the Sableye is gonna be sacked, so we can't spin. Fair enough, but we are able to stall the turns. Now, Roaring Moon in, activate, here comes the Acrobatic. I come from a land down under. Boom. Only 17? What the fuck? Crunch. Hit him with that dazzling. Brah. Hit him with that dazzling gleam. Lando in. We're gonna sack the Goldengo. Yes. Fair enough. Too much hazards on the field. Ogre Pawn in. Hit him with that Ivy Cutlet on the U-turn. Get some good chip. Iron Moth in. Take some chip from the hazards. Zapdos to counter. Terra Poison Sludge Wave gonna crit. I don't know if that crit mattered. It might be specs anyway, but who's to know, right? Hydreigon in on the Sludge Wave 78. Yeah, that's probably choiced. But we do get the skill shot speed boost. This is probably loaded dice or lucky foot, you know. Lando in, takes the scale shot, gonna chip it. You know, sacks the Lando for the sake of intimidate. Hydreigon is locked in because of the hazards. We do get a chunky T-ball, 2 T-balls with 1 para turn. Okay. Tusk in. Yeah, we can just rapid spin here. On the Encore. Okay, good tech, right? Was the rapid spin important? Yeah, Ogre Pawn is 15%, so identifying that instead of just going for the sweep. But I guess you could have just CC'd, right? Like, for sure you outspeed this, but I guess does it die to the CC is the question. At 76%, probably, right? Like, we got a full para. We're still locked to rapid. Ivy Cutlet versus another Ivy Cutlet. So yeah, I don't think the last turn para for Tink matter there, because you could have just CC'd and just, you know. But I digest. So that's gonna be 2-3, you know, we're fighting back, you know, we fight back. So next up we have 2 AM versus, oh my god, is that the Glopper? Okay, aka Mark Hunter. I think that's his real name, but apparently he is not the fat ginger that we see with the water gun. That's someone else, you know, maybe Blitz. But yeah, this is gonna be Sidekick versus superhero. The 50k guys, that's fucking superhero tier. So, a little context here, AM has been having the worst season. He is like 1-4, if I'm not mistaken. 1-4 so far. So, going into this game, you're facing the Glapper and you're not even like playing at your level. What's expected? Like we're seeing a civilian AM basically for this season. So, let's check it out. And he has the nicknames, okay? I give you a shout out for that, okay? You watch the content. I like that. Comment on the videos, please. I need more engagement. We get the chip! Switch to the chip! Oh man, I like this. Okay, so we're just switching around. We got bonus round here with the Shadow Claw that's gonna do 40. Hey, does that tell us something? Is that like choiced? Maybe it's choiced? But we switch to the Lando on the Mew. Set up spikes. Okay, a little progress there. Nihilego in. We get the trick. We give it a scarf and Civilian gets papaya berry. Lando in. Can I get on a defog? Okay, so we kind of remove all the progress there. Hero comes in on another spike. Feeny comes in on a trick. We are tricky. This is such a tricky game. Choice specs for lefties. Kiss in on the Zygarde. Ooh. No Gleam. We just go for a Lando Intimidate. Mew comes in. Knock off. Gets a little progress there. I was thinking U-turn, but yeah. In hindsight, knocking off the helmet, very important. Knocks off bonus rounds choice band. That's a lot of chip! Switches out to the Zygarde as we switch out to Lando. Like 15 turns, not much is happening, right? All the mons are relatively healthy. Get a little chip on the Mew on the knockoff. Does it go for like an Ice Beam here? Scrafty in the sidekick. If Lati is the hero, Scrafty is the sidekick. Knocks off the lefties. We get another crit knockoff. Not really gonna matter. Mew can wall this, but we go for a roar, forcing a little chip on the other mons. Don't hide behind there. Come out and play. Toxapex in on another spike. Switch to Feeny. Like, bro, these are like the games I hate watching because there's a certain level of complexity going on where I'm not really accustomed to. I'm not at that level. I'm at like the 5-6k level probably. Okay, switch in. We set a little reflect, no light screen. And take a little chip, knock off on the Mew. Are we just trying to get Mew to like PP stall? Are we like stalling out the soft boils? Get a little chip on the... What's this? On the Celesteela. I guess the advantage of doing this is also you're able to scout the set, revealing lefties on some of the mons, so that helps you like plan your next few turns. Land on the Feeny, goes for the Scarf Moonblast. We can just recover this. Do we just go for a Wish? No Roost. Okay, same thing. So we only revealed Trick Roost, right? Heavy Slam on the Lando. What's Lando gonna do here? Just knock off. Okay, fair enough. The Mew hasn't revealed the full set yet, but there you go. Ice Beam is revealed. Patience, right? The patience from both players revealing the tech like 34 turns in before we saw the Ice Beam, even though we saw multiple interactions between Mew and Lando. We just go for a roost as Mew roost as well. Nihilego in on a wish. Ooh, we wishing up the Lando. Knock off the lefties, but it's fine, we're full. Should go Mew here. Now what's Lando gonna do? EQ does only 30, like that must be like fully, you know, bulk Mew. We're talking max defense, max HP. Selly in on the hero. Lando in. Holy shit, 41 turns, hardly any mon has any chip. Right? Like, and you know what's crazy about this? Watching it live, they're probably taking a minute, 30 seconds to a minute between every turn. So you're like, come on, like I even throw it in the chat. 41 turns. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, when I saw this, I fucking log out, you know. I'll watch a TV show, I'll watch the replay. I'm not watching this shit live, but here we are. Togekiss is in on the Lando. Triple Axel. Oh, finally the Weavile or the Sneasel comes in. SD, that's gonna be dangerous. We go for a P-Jab. Get the poison, luckily enough. So that's gonna put it in a timer. We can just go Scrafty here. Dude, that buff that happened there with like inner focus, blocking, intimidate, like that's such a huge deal for Sneasel. Or, you know, the Weavile line. But I don't think Weavile gets it, right? I think it only gets like pressure and pickpocket. Something like that. Not really that useful. But we are stalling out the Sneasel, right? This might be the first kill of the game. Triple Axel. We sack Scrafty. You know, that's the sidekick's job. You know, the sidekick is trying to make the hero shine. And that's what's exactly happening here. Bonus round comes in. Zygarde in. What do? We just go for a sneaky sneak. 16%. Not really going to be significant, but we keep the sack. Lando in on the toxic. Like at this point in the game, it really looks like, you know, the Glopper is in control. Like very good positioning. Mew in, walls the Lando. Kiss in on the Selly. A little air slash there. The whole set is revealed, no flamethrower, so Selly can just sit on this thing. Lando limited as well, doesn't have lefties anymore. So you can, like, when your Selly is in, you can just start heavy slamming people, right? Just throw that fat ass around. See? 35 plus the 6% toxic knock-off. Knocking off the lefties, you know, I think you're so ahead at that point that it's not really a big deal, or at least you don't see it as a big deal. I don't know if it's gonna have Leech Seed to, you know, get a little HP back moving forward, but yeah. Feeny in. I don't know why Feeny went in. Why did Feeny go in? Yeah, I don't know. We go for a recover on the Feeny. 1,000 arrows hits, smacks down the Kiss as we, you know, trick the papaya berry. You know, give him back that papaya berry. And now we have lefties. So goes for a toxic, but because of the smackdown, we are protected by the terrain. Switch to the Lati. He doesn't want to take a dazzling gleam. So goes to the Mew soft boil. We soft boiled 7 times at this point. Like a very draggy game. Knocks off the black sludge, so gonna limit the longevity of the Pex. Lati in on a leech seed. That could have been something. Right? But yeah, I guess you would just get chipped. You would go Mew, essentially. So finally the hero attacks. Mystical Fire. What's the Mew set? It's just Ice Beam. I don't know if you wanted to take an Ice Beam there even at -1, right? That's still gonna do like 40. And I don't even know if this one is maybe it has recovery, right? So Mystical Fire again, -1. Dude, we're trying to scare it out, right? I think this is what Glop's doing. He's trying to scare the shit out. Hey, I have Ice Beam, you better switch. Switches the Mew. Hey, I have a Sludge Wave, you better switch. I'm scarfed. You better switch. Nope. Dude, like 2 a.m. was like, fuck the mind games. Let me just attack what's in front of me. So I get that though. Like, it's so obvious. Like, the Sneasel is like, okay, enough with your bullshit, attack what's in front of you. I'm gonna smack you down. And we do fall for it this time, That's fine. That's very fair. So we go Togekiss on the Nihilego, sets rocks. Get a little mystical fire, minus. Just hit him with the Draco. Enough with this bullshit. The Feenies. I guess that's the significant part, right? Feeny being gone means it's open season with the Draco. Everyone dies to Draco now. There is a lot of hazards though, right? The Mons will get chipped. Sneasel in, gonna swap to the Selly. We don't attack, we just, bring in chip! On the AG, sack the bonus round. I do agree with this play, right? And now Lati is in, and now we can, mystical fire things. But I guess Psychic would have been better on the switch. He brings out Sneasel again, and this is good, like no need to risk the shit. We can just be disciplined here and just keep doing this. Is the set revealed though? Okay, so what do we think is this? Is it just E-Speed, last move? So Protect Toxic, probably E-Speed, right? Like maybe, I don't think you're gonna be Protect Toxic on a Dragon Dance set or a Coil set, but actually maybe Coil. I can see that with the Coil. Zygarde in on the Kiss. We sack the Lando, and now Lati comes in. We can just Draco something, right? Do we just Draco? Yeah, Draco this fool. And then what? Like, you can do this all the time, but you can't really attack, Attacking would mean Sneasel dies. So we can just go Pex here. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, okay, take your knockoff. So, in hindsight, that poison on the Sneasel was really big, right? Because it forced so many switch, but you could never punish with like an actual attack, even though you're probably attacking the Pex anyway, right? And maybe Pex is in a position where it can take a hit next time. But yeah, Power Gem comes in. But yeah, forfeit. So 2 a.m. having a really bad season gets the biggest win of the season, taking out the great mind of the Scovillains. The Glopper. So we are we 3-3 at this point? 3-3? Yes, 3-3. We fighting back. We fighting back. So next up we have Chief versus Jimmy G. Now Jimmy G is a civilian that has been having incredible luck this season. Like, I haven't followed his DPL season, but as far as I know, this guy has been getting crazy lucky. So like, in terms of picking him up in the next tour, I don't know how much value you would put there because a lot of the game wins are hacks related. So take it with a grain of salt, right? This is a hero versus civilian game. Okay. So Absol on Blastoise, we protect. Scald blocks the protect. Keldeo in on the Scald, no, we switch to the Rachi. Secret Sword does 58%. Body Slam, he gets the paralysis. I mean, it is in his favor, so it is what it is. We switch the Torn. Hopefully he doesn't Body Slam a second time, right? Goes for the U-turn knowing that if he did Body Slam, he could just die there to another Secret Sword. But Weavile in on the Torn, we switch to Clef. So I was wondering why didn't we U-turn there? I guess we're still scouting if it's maybe a banded set or maybe like a scarf set, something like that. But it's probably boots, right? Knock off the helmet, get a little chip on the Weavile as Rachi on Keldeo, set up rocks. We take the Secret Sword. Staraptor in on the Bro, goes for the double edge. That's a chunky 60% eject button into the Lati. What do we do here? He goes quick attack. We just go for the outrage. Interesting. I don't think the crit mattered there, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Big advantage now for Chief 4v6. And, Staraptor, one of the major, progress makers of the team, is out. What do we do here? We are locked in. Okay, so he just finishes us off with a sneak. Mega Absol in. Knocks off the Blastoise, 38. Gets a little Rocky Helmet chip. Keldeo in on the Blastoise. Scald does 13. Roserade in on the Torn. We can just Hurricane here, but no, we U-turn. That's fine. Absol in. We're gonna get another knockoff here. That's 25. As he goes for rest. Okay. Switch to the Bayonet. On the foul play, we kind of lucked out there. It's not Destiny Bond. So, I guess you're never really, you're kind of hesitant pressing Destiny Bond because you are expecting U-turns, right? So maybe you just go for like the stab move there. But Weavile in, we switch to Clef as he goes for return. I wonder what was he trying to catch there with the return? Maybe the Absol? Probably not, right? Or no, the Keldeo. Yes, I see. Dude, like, Chief has been playing this really well at this point. Goes Torn on the Roserade, but here we go. Hurricane miss. And what? We get Scald. No burn, fortunately no burn. 3 hurricane miss. Holy shit, what the fuck? Are we clicking sheer cold? Like, what's going on? You know? Like, you cannot exaggerate the luck that Jimmy G has, right? Crazy shit. The turn 1 paralysis on the Keldeo, 60% fair enough in your favor. 3 hurricane miss? Excuse me? Pursuit doesn't KO because we stay in, but so Pursuit did 33, so yeah, we would have died had we switched out. But no, you know what? I guess we just I guess we just U-turn there, right? Probably not, right? I think you still get the kill if you U-turned. But maybe no, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, I think it does max damage if you U-turn. Oh no, because you're faster, right? Oh my god, Chief. Yeah, you just U-turn because it would do 33, you would do the chip, and now you still have Torn. That was the blunder. That was the blunder of Chief this game. Mega Absol in. Knocks off the Blastoise. This is what I don't understand. I'll talk about it later. So Sleep Talk. So it's Rest Talk, Blastoise, Scald, and what's the last move? Maybe Ice Beam or maybe Spin. Like Spin looks good too. Slack off. Switches to the Rose on the Scald. Okay. Giga Drain does really good damage, 42%. We are like healing, but we're losing net, right? We're net losing HP because of the burn. The burn does too much damage. Switches to the Weavile as we slack off to full, 88. Knock off. We just take the Scald. Okay, we remove the Weavile, but I don't know how dangerous Weavile is. The problem we have is we have a hard time breaking the Blastoise and the Rose. So what is Clef gonna do here? Set spikes? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, this is bad. Like, knowing that's the best thing you can do, which is just negated by the recovery. Yeah, you're losing this. He's gonna get maximum hazards there. And it just goes rest. We're setting our own spikes, but yeah, Spin was the last move. So he can just wake up, Spin, yep. And now he has the advantage. Slowbro in, Roserade in, Slack off, Giga Drain 1%. Bro, we had Psyshock all the time. Why didn't we just let it rip earlier? Like, he said at the end of the game that I was afraid of the Weavile switch. Whatever, you know, like, whatever. Now, Keldeo is gonna be heavily chipped because you let him get up, you know, hazards for free. I don't know why, right? Secret Sword gonna do 51. Skull takes it out. Crit. Crit didn't really matter. And Absol in. What can we do? We Sucker Punch. He goes for rest. And we're gonna lose the game. Seriously though, I don't know why when we play Absol, like this has been my problem with this stupid Absol the whole season. The Absol has a good move pool. Okay, he gets Thunderbolt. Why don't we have Thunderbolt? There's a Blastoise. You know, it's like I think when I saw the paste for this one, it had counter, which made zero sense. Okay, Protect, I get Protect. Okay, I get it. Knockoff, yeah, of course. Sucker, yeah-ish. Counter? What are you trying to counter? Right? Who's gonna take a hit and then counter back? Like, what was counters? Like, which of these mons are we trying to counter? I'm pretty sure if it's Rachi and you want to counter, you just sucker. Right? Like, what are we trying to counter? Surely we had a better move than, like a stronger dark move than Knockoff if they have no item, right? Like, I think it gets like Night Slash, so at least you have a chance to crit. I also saw that the pace for this one barely had any attack EVs. So like, we have like a bulky defensive, Absol, Mega Absol. I don't get it. Like, what's the point of using a bulky attacker if you're not like gonna set up anyway? It makes no sense. Like, had you have T-Bolt in this game knowing that, like, I think that was like the problem with this, right? Like, I don't know how the mocks look, but to be fair to Chief, he blundered it 100%. Okay, 100% you blundered this. Let's get the Indian back.
You just made a blunder. Literally, you just made a blunder.
You blunder this, but in your defense, 3 Hurricane Miss is outrageous. And some players, when they get hacks like that, they lose focus, right? You can easily lose focus. And I think that's what happened here. You were crazy ahead. Like, at one point it was like 5v3 or something, like crazy ahead. And then we just blundered, as our Bengali friends would say. So we are down 4-3. But fear not, we have local, legendary mock builder Omar, aka Chess, aka Ben, versus Bernie, a frustrated Overwatch player. So, civilian versus civilian action here. If they win, they win. If we win, we tie. Check it out. Okay, Mega Pidgeot on the Miss Mag. Hurricane gets the Confuse, breaks through Confusion even though it's Gen 7. Wait, was Gen 7 when the Confusion was nerfed? Or is it still, I think it is still 50% here. But he breaks through, get a little luck there. Gigavolt Havoc. Ice Beam on the Rose, very good. It's gonna get 2 hit anyway, but yeah. Sleep Powder gets the sleep. Selly in. Giga Drain. Get a little chip. Hidden Power Fire, maybe? Does crazy chip on the Selly. Beast Boost, please. We're not popping up in the club because we are sacking the Selly. Lilligant in. On the Garchomp switch, we quiver. Yes. Now we put you to sleep. You need to chill, Garchomp. Put him to sleep. Quiver again. Turn 1 or turn 2, wake up. Like, at this point, the series had so many hacks already that you kind of feel like, really, you couldn't even give me, you know, 3 hurricanes. We get the 30% miss, and now we get the, I don't know, 33% wake up to turn 2. Like, probably Lilligant could have done damage there, but yeah. Grand Bull in, play rough 36. Ice Beam, T-Wave. Another play rough. Get a little citrus berry. Ice Beam, another play rough. Gets a fully para. Takes out the Clef, Miss Mag in. Switch to the Sleeping Nidoking. And okay. Shadow Ball. Okay, we wake up early too. Right, to be fair, we wake up early. Set up the rocks. Shadow Ball in. Do we quiver again? Yes, we quiver again. But we get a little Giga Drain. Zera in. CC's. Now, here's the thing. Okay. I think this is Scarfed Zera, but I don't know the speed tiers of Lilligant, so, you know. If it's 306 and it's 4, so I don't know, does +2 speed outspeed Scarf Zera? I guess you're like, what is I guess Zera is just creeping Scarf Terrac, right? That makes sense. So if you're creeping Scarf Terrac, then I think +2 quiver will outspeed, and then you can just do like I guess Giga Drain or a stronger grass type. Grand Bull in, gets the Intimidate on Gyara, play rough, 28%. We Mega here. Iron Tail, okay, we get a little hacks there in our favor. Miss, but doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Terrac in, gonna CC. I think Terrac was Scarf this game. Because I was thinking, couldn't you just Rock Polish and then try to crit the Chomp? But yeah, we lose this game. So that's gonna be the end of the Dodgers run. I'm very disappointed this week because, like, after seeing AM's game versus Glop, where he had like a really shitty season, and now I talked about winning when it matters, right? When the lights are on bright and the title is on the line. AM showed up, but unfortunately, Agency and Chief, huge blunders their game. Like, just...
You just made a blunder. Literally, you just made a blunder.
It is what it is, you know. I was a bit speechless, like, watching those games. Like, how did we lose those games? So, realistically, the score should be 5-3 ours, but because of certain things that happened, we take the L. Now, I'd like to say thank you to the Dodgers team for letting me do content here. It's been fun, you know, rooting for the team, especially doing well. People were a bit sad about not reaching finals, but at the end of the day, I did not expect the team to even make playoffs, right? So, I think the fact that we made playoffs already showed that we exceeded expectations, right? Like, I thought Dodgers was like a 4-5 team, right? Rank 4-5. So, kinda 50-50 on making playoffs. But since we did make playoffs and shown by this game here, we could have easily made finals if the players just, you know, the mind control, as they say. They got mind control. Yeah, very, very good to get the experience of seeing what goes on behind the scenes, right? Although I will say, because of the structure of the team dynamic, having non-playing captains, and a lot of them were on the inactive side. Eh, it kind of gives you like a different a non-standard view on how these things usually play out. So I don't know if maybe I'll do another like a team run when DCL comes out, and I wonder which team will have me, and will fool around, give them a few nicknames if they don't already have one. That should be a lot of fun. So I'll leave here the stats for the end of the series, right? Check those out. And I'll also put the biggest winners of the season. So as we can see here, Benja Boy, our Benny Bowl, and Young Money getting 5.5 points, like net positive. Gerbil 4 points. Like the two guys promoted to sidekick and Gerbil promoted to upper sidekick. And our biggest losers, like holy shit, this was actually surprising to me. Chief demoted to sidekick again. And then Agent C, who is supposed to be like a 35k player, like gets like 9 points. So like that is crazy, right? That is crazy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.